What did you like to do when you were off, like for leisure and R&R? Of course, there's not a whole lot of options, but what was your favorite thing to do?
I did something that my parents never did approve of. I took up skydiving.
Oh?
I've actually skydived in Hawaii, of course in Texas. I skydived in Japan, the Philippines. So where else? There's one other country that but I can't think what it is now. I'm having a senior moment. But anyway, I love skydiving. I picked it. But now that I got a little older, I realized that, that I don't do that anymore.
Retired that hobby too?
Haven't done that in a long time. But I enjoyed skydiving, and that was one of the things that I picked up while I was. Captain Waits, as I told me, I used to make fun of me because I would have my parachute and I'd be walking off the ship. And back in those days, you weren't allowed to have civilian clothes aboard ship. You had to have a locker out on the base somewhere that you kept your civilian clothes in. So here I am in my white clothes, or my dress clothes, with my parachute on my back, leaving the ship. And he was in Airedale. He actually was a test pilot for the Navy. What they do is they give these senior captains these oilers so they have deep draft experience, because that oiler had the same, what they call it, draft. That's how much water that the ship takes up. So the oilers had about the same amount of draft as a carrier, so they would have a duty on an oiler, then they would put them on as a CO of a carrier. So anyway, but he would make fun of me. He said the only way he's going to jump out of an airplane is because it's fouling, not because he wants to for fun. But he used to make fun of me about that.
Wow. What was it that drew you to skydiving?
I don't really know. I don't know whether I saw somebody doing it or what.
One of those just try it one time and fell in love?
Yeah, I guess. I joke about it, but we were jumping a little. They call it Kickapoo Airport. It was well at the north end of Oahu. That's the island, and we would go up on weekends and jump literally all weekend long. But I overshot my landing zone one time and ended up in a sugarcane field.
Uh-oh.
And you're talking stuff this stuff is 12, 14 foot tall, and you're right in the middle of it, and you've got a parachute in your arms.
Ways out.
I'm walking around in that parachute, and I'm struggling around in there, and after about 10 minutes, I see tracks, and I realize those are my tracks. And then finally, they had pulled up on the road, and they started honking their horn. So I walked to the horn and got out. They called me Lost Pack after that.
Oh my goodness.
Because I got lost in the sugarcane field.
Oh goodness.